I'd like to make a brief point to you about the economy and society overall. I'd like to say that less is more. The less people you have in any one location or area, the more housing you have, the more chance of a community you have, the more security you have, the more chance that everyone knows each other's names, the more authenticity and character you have. We've been led to believe that progress, which I believe is a dirty word, is the be-all and end-all. You see, civilization is being completely destroyed. When the empire went around the world claiming to civilize it, the truth is the rest of the world already had civilizations. We have to really contextualize what the word civilization means. People around the world already had their own civilizations, therefore they did not want to be, quote, civilized. We weren't civilizing anyone, and it's the same here. You're not improving the economy, you're not improving the world with this rushed state of finance, you're destroying it. It's losing all beauty. And if you was in a discussion and said to someone, I'm concerned about the amount of Europeans left in Europe, some smart ass would turn around and say, well, why don't you just have more kids then? Well, that's a good idea, isn't it? Let's all have a race. Let's bring as many people in as we possibly can so that everything costs a ridiculous amount and we can't fit anywhere. Why don't we do that? It's absolutely absurd. In reality, in a world worth living in, you'd want your children to have a bedroom each. You want to be able to afford the sort of economy that allowed that. You'd want flowers in your house. Everyone would have their own house, their own room, and know roughly everyone who was in the town. Not this rat's maze of hell that we've become so used to. People now aspire to penthouses that they'll never own. They'll pay millions. They can't leave that to their children. The idea of leaving property behind is becoming a thing of the past. Now people will pay through the teeth to never own something, and people always use the term of communism, that you will own nothing and be happy. Well, this is capitalistic communism, if you like, where you will pay through the teeth and pretend to be happy. Less is more, ladies and gents. And when people tell you otherwise, remind them of that. Like what the empire did to other countries, just because someone says this is progress, this is the new way, it doesn't make it true. Finance, modernism, and all else that isn't worthwhile has taken the place of God and culture itself. I'd put to you that less truly is more, and that you should bear this in mind. Remember, think for yourself, because no one else can do it for you. Take care.